Hello, listeners. This is Brandon and Will. We're doing a
Quickie review.
quickie review for It Part Two, It Chapter Two, It
Chapter 2.
Returns.
It
What is it
returns.
called? What's the official title?
It Chapter 2.
It Chapter Two.
And
So
go first.
so so I didn't pay money for this movie.
What?
I read the
Oh my
reviews and
god.
I was really lazy the other night and I wanted to watch it, but I didn't want to leave. So I resorted to being a pirate. And
Oh my god.
I gotta say, I think it. I'm from the old school era, of like illegally downloading movies and LimeWire, BearShare. I used to watch cams growing up when I was in high school, so I kind of like watching cams. And I watched a cam for It Chapter Two, and I thought it was cool seeing people sit down at the beginning. It kind of really made me feel like I was in the theater
Brand,
while laying on
Brand,
bed in my room.
what? No.
And then I did that. No, don't play that. You're making me feel bad. Oh
You
no.
wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal
I
a
would
purse.
steal a car. That's the truth. Anyway, I kept focusing like during the movie, and it gave it this like interesting like Fight Club effect. So I kind of enjoyed it. It kind of made me more scared. Like every time the it would go out of focus, I'd be like, I thought Pennywise was gonna jump out, but it was like a midday scene, and I don't know. I just thought it added. So if you guys are pirates out there, 1, 2, 3 movies.
That's like me. That's where I watched Shazam.
Oh,
Yeah.
terrible. See, let me play that video again for yourself. No, I'm kidding. Don't.
So I don't know.
What'd you think?
I
Because
thought it was great.
I think you enjoyed it more than me.
I did. Because when you look at the old one was so boring, and
The old one, as in the
the
1990.
the miniseries,
Yeah.
the part two of that was kind of boring in a way, and it dragged along. And this one I liked because the casting.
Great cast. Focus.
Part two was the way they casted everyone. I think it was really they did it really well. I believed everyone.
This was a step back for McAvoy.
Yeah,
He had a small role in this movie.
I think that's a good thing. We gotta stop putting actors like that on a pedestal and
Yeah,
think
give
that
them a
they're high
chance
and
to kind of
mighty.
like have a little fun. Looked like he probably had fun on this.
Oh yeah.
It was a 4 month shoot, and it wasn't very taxing on him. He didn't have to shave his head or
The
anything.
one
or
thing that
get
I
really buff.
he didn't. Oh yeah, that's true.
Glass.
He's just normal everyday person. The only thing that bothered me, but I gotta watch it again
Mhm.
in part when I watch it again, is Bill Hader has brown eyes and Finn Wolfhard has blue eyes.
Did they change it?
I don't know.
Ooh, that's a big. Hopefully the DP was watching for that one.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was really it was 40 minutes longer than the first movie, and it did drag a lot. Like, I think I liked the first movie better because I don't know. What'd you think of the scare scenes? Like, okay, let me be specific here. What'd you think of the lumberjack?
Oh, that creeped me. I was creeped out.
That was terrible.
I'm glad they put it in there because I mean I read the book.
Felt like I was watching Beast Wars.
But that lumberjack scene is so iconic because that's what everyone wanted. It was in the book and
I
everyone.
think
kept
that's the
talking about
problem, though.
that.
They stuck too close to the book.
I mean, it was very eerie because I have a phobia of giant things like that. Like that's a creepy phobia of mine. So it
Mm.
played on that.
Maybe specific for people who are afraid of large sculptures
Yeah.
of lumberjacks.
Like if the Duke of Hanamoku statue came to life, I'd fucking freak out and run away.
He's not that big though.
It's true.
He's
Just
large enough
any
to
type
freak you out?
any type of statue.
So like a brass man would scare you.
Yeah. Or like at Caesar's Palace, like how the animated little statues come to life for the show.
Yeah.
Always creeped me out as a kid.
Oh, maybe it was like an early scar that got you.
Probably yeah.
Would that be your thing? If Pennywise came to get you, he'd be a statue first.
It would. Yeah.
Like Doctor Who, the angels, do they creep you out?
I don't watch Doctor Who.
Huh?
I don't watch Doctor Who.
Oh, you gotta watch those angels
Who?
episodes.
Who am I?
So there are these like statues that if you look at them, they can't move, but when you look away, they can creep up on you.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
I can't. The only thing that the one
So they look like
continuity.
angel statues, but when they show their face, they look like straight up demons. So they're always
Which
covering
Doctor
their
Who is it though?
they're always
Matt
covering their
Smith?
face. He first started in season 10, Tenants,
Oh,
and then they come back in 11. I think they come back on the regular. I just never kept up.
the one thing that I'm confused about is when they asked Richie what his like what he was scared of, and he in the first movie
Mhm.
as a child he said he was scared of clowns. He'd never mentioned I'm scared of the giant fucking lumberjack man.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I don't know if that was just they threw lumberjack in there just to play, play with the fans and give them what they want.
I wanted more Pennywise just being Pennywise. He always kept changing into stuff, and I guess it started off as like Stranger Things
I think that's why everyone liked it.
yeah,
First part
in
one.
the part
Chapter
1,
one.
and then part 2's kind of more like Scooby Doo. It's a little bit more like adult Scooby Doo, where they're like grown ups and they're trying to catch this demon. So maybe that's why I didn't enjoy it as much. I wanted more like campiness. You know what would have been perfect, and I thought about this today when I was just like zoning out. What if this movie came out 27 years from now?
That would be dead.
No, I know they'd be terrible, and like people like they'd be like, "Well, why'd you
I
wait
think
so long?"
That would
It's
be
kind of like Dumb and Dumber
You
2.
mean like wait for the actors to grow up and
Anchorman 2.
the kids?
all the sequels that we just came out too far away,
Yeah.
like this Bill and Ted movie.
Pull a Boyhood and have all the kids who were playing the kids play the adults.
How great if you waited 27 years for the sequel. Like they filmed it now, and they just waited.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like wait 27 years.
No.
to
They
it.
film it and then they just shelf it for another 26 years.
Well, how many years in between the first one? It Chapter 2 came out in
Less than a year, maybe a year and a half, since it
2017. Oh, wow.
so year and a half.
I don't know. I don't
know.
It would make sense if they were using the same actors that played kids because they'd be old enough.
Yeah. Oh, you could just do that. That would be classic.
Well, a link later and
Just gotta make sure none of them die.
Well, I mean, the only problem that I had with it, I liked the ending of the book where the town collapses on in on itself, and it didn't do that here.
Oh, just the house did. Yeah.
The house did.
Yeah. Were you scared? Did you get scared at any point?
No, I was
Oh.
excited.
You're a horror fan. I forgot.
Yeah.
I liked Inside the Hall of Mirrors. That was spooky. It was kind of funny though, the way he just kept headbutting the
I'll
glass.
never go into that type of fun house. So,
Cause Us,
oh god,
big year for fun houses, huh? Us
Yeah.
and It.
I'm wondering when the next Funhouse movie is gonna come out. I bet you Halloween. Halloween Kills or Halloween Returns, like that. Bet you one of those movies. I hope they incorporate a Funhouse.
Small town horror is like kind of on the rise right now since
Yeah.
to Stranger Things. What was your favorite? Okay, what was your favorite Pennywise scene?
In Chapter 2,
Yeah.
I really liked the town square where he's floating down with the balloons and everyone in the background's just staring.
They're like, what's going on?
Yeah, I like that scene. The one that creeped me out was the Hall of Mirrors, where I don't like that feeling of not being able to get to something or get, you're trapped, that
Yeah.
claustrophobic feeling. And I was actually really happy they killed that kid.
The one under the stairs or the one in the dick kid?
Well, is he a dick? He wasn't a dick. The one that Bill was trying to chase after.
Wasn't
trying
he
to
mean to
save.
Bill?
No, I think he was just an aware kid. A kid who was aware. He's like,
Oh.
I gotta go. But I like that they killed him because it felt, if he had gotten to save him, I would have been kind of disappointed because then it would be like, well, then anyone can be saved. But
Yeah.
in that moment, they really got ballsy and
I like at the beginning when the chick got bit in the side after she crashed the car. Man, that was dope. And then the balloons came by.
Ugh.
That was a great opening scene. Was that in the book?
I don't remember. I mean, I read the book a long time ago.
I gotta
but
read this thing, man.
The book is it's a long
Yeah,
book.
it looks thicky thick. It's like 2 Harry Potter books.
You know,
Early Harry Potter.
I couldn't get through Harry Potter books. I couldn't. I think I got through part of the first one, and that was it.
It's become one of the most banned books for children now. You know,
They just banned it again
Yeah.
recently.
because the spells are real.
Yeah, the spells conjure. Aloha Mora. Goodbye, Locke. Okay.
Akio, loving girlfriend that won't cheat on me. Nope. Still waiting.
I don't.
Maybe she's walking here. The spells work, but they don't work super quick.
Yeah. I think. The one thing that bothered. Well, this isn't a Halloween type of movie,
It was
but
slow. That's what bothered me. I just wish it wasn't so
it
slow.
was. I mean,
It really took its
if
time.
you watch the miniseries, it's a slow burn type of story.
It was like an adult movie,
Yeah.
and then the first movie was like a kids movie where
Yeah,
like
everything
action,
moves
action,
fast.
action. But like from what I've heard, but the difference between the book and the film is that they split it because it happened simultaneously in the book, right?
Yeah, that's why in the miniseries, you had no pathos for these kids or the adults because you had no pathos for what was happening for the kids because you already knew that they were going to be the adults, and so that's why during the miniseries they went from the kids to the adults to the kids to the adults throughout the movie.
So
And
what
it
I'm
just-
guessing is they used up all the good stuff on the first movie because of the mystery of who's Pennywise. Because by the time we get to the second movie, we already know who the guy is, so less scary, right? The mystery's gone.
Well, I mean, Pennywise isn't anyone. Pennywise is just a
Yeah, he's
he's the
master of darkness, right?
yeah.
Where's the turtle? I wanted turtle.
That was the one thing that bothered me is they didn't incorporate the turtle.
You wanted turtle?
I did.
He was. Did he make a cameo in the first movie?
As a Lego.
Yeah, he was like a Lego thing, right?
Yeah, and then in this one, I don't remember if I saw a turtle. I think if I don't know. I mean,
The ending scene was anticlimactic. He was just
I-
like a spider demon. I was like, oh, whatever. I've seen
you
this in
should have
Diablo.
seen. You should have seen the.
He's supposed to be a real spider, right? In the end. He just said, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I unplugged my mic. Yeah, if you watch the miniseries, he turns into this giant, like, fake-ass looking spider, and then they kill him with the inhaler. They just spray the inhaler at him, and they start
Oh.
killing him. And then they start saying, they do the chud thing.
Yeah.
But, the one thing that I hate to this day, when they, at the very end of the movie where they were riding away on the bikes and they pan up,
Mhm.
and you see on the marquee it says Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Child or number 5. They originally, each kid in chapter 2 or chapter 1, they run into their fear. So like Eddie ran into the leper, and
Yeah.
So in the original one there was like a werewolf, and it was just for that time because it was the 50s and people were scared. The kids were scared of those type of things. In chapter
I'm still scared of werewolves.
in the remake, they were gonna have Freddy Krueger appear because one of them would have been
Oh.
scared of Freddy, and I thought
I'm
that
scared
was
of
a
Freddy.
missed opportunity to bring that guy back on screen just for a
Danny
cameo like
England?
that.
Danny England? What's
Robert
his name?
Englund,
Robert England.
Danny.
I think Danny England's from Jackass.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I mean, that was the one thing that bugged me to this day,
Yeah.
that they missed that opportunity. That was an idea brought up and they never followed through because I mean I guess rights and everything, but that would have been so cool to just
What'd you think of the Stephen King cameo?
that I loved.
He actually did a good job, right?
That was really good.
Like he was acting. I was like, oh, he's like actually acting.
Yeah.
So $300 was how much Christine cost in the movie for the car.
Seriously?
It was kind of like a small Stephen King cameo. Something else was in that scene. It was a cameo too. Little Easter egg, I mean.
$300.
What would you buy for $300?
There's nothing you can buy nowadays. Inflation sucks. It sucks. It's terrible.
All in all, what'd you think?
I liked it.
You liked
The
it?
casting was great because I believe that these characters were those kids. I love that they all grew up
Chastain, great choice.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was Amy Adams, but whatever.
No, they asked the cast initially,
Yeah.
who would you want to play yourself, and Finn said Bill Hader, and then the girl said Chastain. They all said somebody, but they're the only
Chastain,
two that got their
I'm really
wish.
glad they didn't get Chris Pratt. I have a gripe.
Oh yeah, Chris Pratt was one of the guys.
He would have played Ben.
I feel like he would have done it too.
But the guy who played Ben, like their face. I don't know. It's weird. It's their face looked. I believed.
Would you wait 27 years to tell a girl you wrote a poem for her and it's important to her life?
Well, if I was a fat little insecure little
would've
boy
told
who
her,
liked
like,
New Kids on the Block.
As soon as I could see my abs, I would have told her, I'd be like, hey.
I like that they had a piece of their childhood that leaked into their adulthood. So like Bev married a guy that was just like her dad. Eddie married someone that was just like his mom. Ben was withdrawn from everyone just like he was as a kid. Bill was always trying to fix things and have everything perfect. Nothing can end in I like that. That was a great thing that was very great character development.
Yeah. And it's kind of true. Like, the way you act as a kid, you kind of, it travels with you.
Yeah. I don't like that Pennywise was a little bit short in this movie.
He was underused.
We didn't get him as much. I do love that Stan scene, though. Stan's coming out of the fridge and turned into a spider.
Oh, that was gross.
Because in the miniseries, he was just a head talking in the fridge, But I liked that. I liked that little thing. That was a good moment. I hate.
If only they knew in the first movie, they just had to go down one more level and then they could have won.
I don't think.
You think they'd be ready?
No.
He was weak, right? At the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
I think they could have killed him pretty quickly.
I think they were so eager to get out of there that they would.
Yeah.
But they were kids too, so I don't think they would have known.
Plus, what's her name? Bev got blinded, right?
Yeah. The dead lights.
Anything missing from the book that you wish was added besides the ending?
I'd have to look. I don't.
Anything that stuck out to you?
The turtle. I really wish they would incorporate the turtle because that's the overall universe.
Yeah, he's
of
the
Stephen
force,
King.
right? He's the light.
The inner verse. I mean.
Yeah. Because they had the lights, and the lights they never really. I don't know.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10?
Oh wait. I'm sorry. Wait. Are we doing?
No, we can go out of 10.
Okay.
I'll go 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think 2 out of 4 if it was a 4-star. If we're doing the Randall.
2.5 out of 4 for me.
Kings of Commentary rating. We do it out of 4, I guess. But if it was out of 10, 5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. Will not go back to it. I'll probably watch the first movie a lot more than the second movie.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch the first movie a lot, and then I'll wait 27 years, and then I'll watch the second movie. Looking forward to it.
Would it be relevant though? Anymore?
What's 27 years from now?
They'd probably remake it again.
Oh, terrible. Make it some kind of like If they remade it again, who'd you want to direct it?
Steven Spielberg. I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's the only name that top of my head. I would say James Wan, but he's so.
I was thinking Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson, that's a good one. He would definitely make that a 4-hour movie. He would make it one whole fucking movie.
Yeah. I think he'd probably do the simultaneous event thing. I think he'd make it a 4-hour movie and just make it exactly like the book. Just so it doesn't fall off at the end.
I'm waiting for them to do a good Carrie rendition.
They just did that MTV version, right? Recently, like.
That is an MTV version.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Julianne Moore did great.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just Carrie is a overweight girl with acne, and they keep hiring skinny hot girls to play.
They gotta
Carrie.
stop, man. She's already too attractive.
Even Sissy Spacek. I mean, come on, I wouldn't have believed her.
Somebody would just date her.
Yeah.
Well, it's not all of the problems, but she'd be more popular than she is, like how they portray her in the movies, being like skinny and attractive. What's so wrong with like casting like someone who's like a little bit overweight and like acne?
They should hire Jonah
Right?
Hill's daughter or daughter, Jonah Hill's sister.
Or just Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Yeah. Just put him in a wig. He's not fat anymore. He got a lipo band or whatever.
Man, that guy needs to pick a size and just stick with it, cause
I think he's officially not fat.
dude, that's not good for his heart, man. He'll get like really skinny and then he'll get really big,
Yeah.
and he keeps like
Okay, wait.
it's like he has a superpower, and his
Maybe we'll
superpower
get
is getting
Randall.
fat and skinny again. But anyway, up next on the Stephen King track will be Dr. Sleep.
Yes,
So-
Doctor Sleep. I can't wait. And it's a it's following the book, but it's a direct sequel to Stanley
Shining.
Kubrick, The Shining. They got permission from Stephen King to say, the way we're doing this, it has to be a direct sequel to the movie.
Oh my
And he
god.
approved it, which is shocking.
Will, you just got me super excited, man.
I was very when I heard about that, they asked him, it has to be a direct sequel or we can't do this, and he approved it. Gives
And
me
he just
some
wrote
type
that
of hope.
book too, so it's like fresh
Oh,
on
yeah.
his
It's
mind.
about vampires and everything. It's really cool.
Oh man, I'm super stoked.
So
So quick review by Brandon and Will, and then yeah, we'll see you later for Dr. Sleep. If Randall doesn't watch that one either.
he probably won't. No.
Anyway, see you guys
See
next
ya.
time.